What up guys, it's your boy Limail, and today we're gonna be playing Nightubers and explaining my horrible mistake. Here we have Nightubers and about the history of Nightubers. So Nightubers was originally made by Priest or Priest's team, and actually currently I'm a part of Priest's team, Cosmo Games, but at that time it was not Cosmo Games. It was not, I don't think it was titled at all. And so they worked on the game, well, we worked on the game, but I came in later on, and I was making music for the game. It was pretty quiet after a while, and out of nowhere I go to Game Jolt and it says Nightubers cancelled, and I'm like, what the fuck, bruh? What the fuck? And so I send a message. I'm like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, we're just tired of the game. And I say then, since I'm trying to learn Unreal, maybe I can make the game. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, send me the models. And so he sends me all the assets they've made so far, and then I start programming the game. And after a month or so, I get a tech demo out, and the tech demo is actually just this level here. And so I put a pause on the game for a while, get some levels done, and now it's released. Pretty simple, right? After the whole cancelling thing, the whole thing was basically in my hands, so I was in charge of everything, and I basically ripped a lot of the assets you hear. For example, well, the wires here, the table, the stool, and the computer, and the lamp. Actually, they're all from Nightubers. They're the original restaurants they had made, you know, for the game. And I just exported them and imported them and made a completely new pizzeria. But basically, don't blame Priest, blame me. Okay? If the game's fucked up, I fucked up. Okay, we chill. And I still had Priest for ideas. Like I asked him a few things about like game design wise, like, do you think this is good? Do you think this is shit? But after a while, it's yeah, he was quite done with the project, so he didn't wanna answer much, which is fine, you know. The concept is quite ridiculous. It's about you know, fucking YouTube animatronics, but back then the story was that the game that you're playing at the time, that the game was supposed to be like a custom night featuring all the old YouTubers, and the custom night, you know, it was like in the restaurant itself, but now you're actually in the restaurant that the game was supposed to be in, so it's quite scuffed the law. But so is all FNAF law, so yeah, it's fine. Basically, the story now is you're trying to build a restaurant, but you have no money. And your friend calls and says he knows an old restaurant where you can get some parts and sell them off, and maybe buy some stuff for your new restaurant. I held a closed beta. I invited some game developers I know, and they some accepted, some did not, which is fine, you know, people have shit to do. But the response was insanely mixed. So a lot of people really liked this level, and a lot of people fucking despised it, which is, you know, understandable, since, you know, the animatronic is quite aggressive and alive. But a lot of people hated the breaking mechanic, where you have to listen to the beeps. And but some people really liked it. People are so sure that their opinions are right that they will go to so many lengths of of trying to prove subjective things their way. And I've actually done this quite a few times, but you know, I try to stray away from it, you know, nowadays. If another person likes this and another person doesn't like it, I don't know what to think, really, you know. I don't know what to put in the game, so I just you know, this is an open beta right now, so if you have any opinions, put them in the comments on GameJolt or here, and then I will know if this is shit or not. Right now I'm playing very passively. I could play way riskier, but since I'm talking, I have to kind of play a bit more passively. I hate him. He's so tall. Fuck him. But it's also like, you know, that's the point. Let's move on to Nighttuber's history with the community. So, if you didn't know, Nighttuber's was on Codename Fangames, and a certain person that I will not name, Dalen TV Gaming, made a hate stream with the rest of Fangame Direct, and they all chat on every game on Codename Fangames, and especially Nightubers, they didn't really like the trailer, which, you know, fine. It was, you know, people have opinions on the trailer. I don't think it's the best trailer, but I don't think it's the worst trailer either. So I think like it's a bit dishonest to say that everyone else is shit and then say I am the best, look at my game. And even lately, you know, people haven't really been taking this game seriously, which the game doesn't even take itself seriously, so that's fine. But, you know, looking at it gameplay wise, I don't think it's half bad, and nor did the beta testers, really. Oh shit, I'm fucking rich, man. Here's my favorite part of the game. But yeah, there was a hate stream, and you know, I was a bit discouraged after that, and threw away a lot of the other developers from the event, which I thought was sad. Even one lot was like trying to quit, you know, after that, because it was you know, it's very sad when you try to make something very good and people don't respect it. Basically, I've seen quite a bit of like unsureness of the game. Like, should we take this seriously? Should we respect this? Should we even play it? And my advice is, do what your heart tells you to do. Okay. If you have one. And here we see Mr. Markiplier. And Mr. Markiplier is looking quite funky today. With the pink mustache and everything, you know. Mr. Markiplier, I think, is the best designed animatronic in the game, in my opinion. And I think that, you know, once you see the other chapters, you will be, I think once you see the other chapters, I think the opinion will be changed. A lot of people said that Markiplier was their favorite animatronic, which I agree. In this game, I think it's the best designed one. But once you see the other chapters, I think you will disagree with yourself, right? All of the nights right now, like well, there's only 2, but they're both pretty difficult. And you know, I didn't like, you know, how in FNAF 3, you know, you had to play basically idle nights. So I was like, fuck it, we make them all active and all different, like in Joy of Creation. you know, if you haven't seen yet, I'm quite inspired. This game is quite inspired by the Job creation. I thought the gameplay ideas of, well, FNAF 6 and other stuff were really interesting. So it's like, fuck it, let's put them in. And you know, people will say it's copying, but you're making a fucking FNAF fan game. Okay, you got cameras in your game, motherfucker. You gotta get animatronics in your game, motherfucker. And I got that one minigame in the game. Okay, what I think I will do is I'll make 2 games, which will, I think they'll be about the same size as this one, so not very big, but they will be, you know, I will release a pizzeria simulator, like a fully fledged one, way better than the one that's already in this, and I will release, based on the other ending, like a Nightubers continual. Shit.